Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Men of War video. This is an A-Push AP US History Extra. And today, guys, I'm doing a battle from the War of 1812, which is the Battle of Moraviantown, or also known as the Battle of the Thames River, because I totally butchered that name. The time that we're looking at here is October 5th, 1813, so in the final years of the War of 1812, which there are only 2 years of combat. Unless you count, like, I think the Battle of New Orleans went into 1814, but very briefly. Or it was like the end of autumn was when it was, so it was still 1813. But anyway, so at this battle here, we have approximately 1,600 British allies. And when I say British allies, that includes British Canadians, and Indians. So a small fraction of them were Indians. Tecumseh, which was the Indian leader, was present at this battle. He didn't perish at this battle, but he did have an influence to this battle. So as I take you around the map here, it was approximately 3,000 to 3,500 Continental Army / militia soldiers from the Americas fighting in this battle. I scaled it down to 1/16th of the battle size, so we only have I think that's 200 militiamen, and down here is approximately 100. But I think it's like 103 because I include the officer. It's like 103 British and Indians put together fighting. And so the British and the Indians ended up losing this battle, and as I get it started here, because gotta keep it moving. Also, don't forget, sight lines are in play here, so what you can't hit is what you can't see. Just wanted to point that out.
Sir.
The officer actually is not part of anything that he does. Battle
Sir.
does. So let's split these guys up.
Sir.
And while I'm doing this,
Sir.
need to fan them out actually a little bit more. So while this battle was taking place, yeah, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so the reason why obviously I'd scale it down because the game I'm using doesn't run it, and also some geographical features. There was a big swamp that they had to fight in between, so they actually split the forces in half when they invaded, and even up here in the north, I think it was the north, or if I orient the map correctly, it was to the west, was a large swamp out over here. Over here, where is it? This down here is supposed to represent the Thames River, so this little like beach. It's supposed to be like beach, but it looks like dirt. It's supposed to be like a beachhead where the Thames River is. So I don't have the map oriented correctly, so just kind of kind of just ignore it. So yeah, technically, so what this was is like this area down here, this lower flank was all British. There were no Indians, and then up here it was British and Indians. As I
Got it, sir.
spread
Got it,
these
sir.
fellers out.
Got it, sir.
Alright,
Yes,
we need
sir.
to also spread the Indians a little bit more this way. A few more up here and up here. There were some trees, but it wasn't like a forest or anything. It was more swamp. But there were some like flat plains, and as I move these guys, oh god, they sound so American from World War II,
Yes, sir.
which isn't at all what they should sound like. But
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Got it, sir.
So as I need to do this, so I can actually click on.
Got it.
Oh yes. Oh god, and the battle has started, and my screen spazzed out there for a minute. These guys, have they fight? They are fighting. Okay, they're gonna try and cross the swamp. They need to go. These guys need to split off this way. Like right now.
Yes, sir.
While those guys do fight. These guys, yep, they're coming this way. So I don't think they're gonna be able to cross the swamp. I hope they don't. So they're not really fighting in rows like they should be, but I'm kind of working on it. I think it's like, what is it? Oh my god, that is a large volley. And casualties are already at a high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 British are dead. And these guys are deserting. They're scared. They are running. I think the disbanded squad, it's like K. Yeah, K for kill. Back here, this is a lot of infantrymen. And the reason why the British and Indians actually lost this fight, so talking over this extremely loud audio, the reason why the only reason why they lost was because they didn't have the superior numbers. The Americans did. And so yeah, so this battle was pretty bloody for the Indian. Actually, yeah, the Indians are totally dead and they're being pushed back. I should have put a no retreat order on this though, but they need to push forward. They're acting like World War II guys, so if their morale is that they're going to lose, they will run. So we need to get these guys back into the action here while these guys push forward. So as you see here, very long reload times, very short movements, sort of like short bound movements, kind of. And we have a militia, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. Oh, he's drowning. He drowned. Ugh. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 militia, 17, 18, 19, about 23 dead on the militia Continental Army side. And then countless just numbers of British being slaughtered. That's kind of how the battle went for the British. They were just absolutely killed. And this guy's head's been blown off. Holy crap, his head got blown off, or it's just glitched in the ground. Oh god, that's just how bloody it was though. I mean, you guys should be able to push forward. You guys should be able to push forward. Like, seriously, like, this is how the battle went down. Like, it was just superior numbers that won the fight. And this is even this is only a fraction of what was actually there. Like, it was still, like, really bad. And did he just die? He did just die. Let's go and let's take control. Oh! Take direct control of him. Let's take direct control of this guy. He's still reloading. I like to do this every once in a while. Oh, and he's dead. Crap. And he's dead. And has he shot? He's reloading still. I need a guy who I think he's on, yeah, he's on, alright, we can take a shot. Give ourselves a chance here. That's out of range. That is no joke. Alright, let's stand up. And take a shot. Oh, he missed. Dang it. I hate it when I miss my shots. I need frickin' aimbot or something, you know. The British back here, kind of holding them back a little bit. These guys back here have kind of just, they haven't really given up the fight. They're just kind of like lacking behind because they know they have superior numbers. So not a lot of actual like militia deaths, so to speak, but a Continental Army deaths because they did have, like I said again, they won this battle because they only had the superior numbers. And also the British were defending a pretty tight spot with this swamp here. So they kind of did the smart thing about splitting the army into two and forcing them to split up. And they actually had the Indians lined up in like little platoons across here. There were like 10 platoons, so to speak. Or maybe it was like, no, it's got to be platoons. It can't be a company. That's too big. A platoon. So it had to be like 10 platoons lined up along this edge. They're actually slanted. So they would have been like this lined up. And their idea was to kind of suck them in a little bit and to kind of have the Indians surround them from behind, take out the right flank. But on the right flank was Deshaw's division, as they called him, and it had the Allen Regiment, the Simrall Regiment, and the Caldwell Regiment, and those guys held their ground pretty well. So then you get, so then what they did, the militia also did, is they split they had two more divisions, so they split each regiment, so to speak, in half, and they had the Chile Regiment all the way back, then the next was the King, then the closest was the Schroeder, and they just split those two divisions in half and had them march on either side at the positions, and the British and the Indians were unfortunately suppressed, overwhelmed, outnumbered, outgunned, and so they were slaughtered and they were killed. And that's it for this video, guys, for the Battle of the Thames River. And the reason why I actually picked this battle was because I actually went to Put-in Bay, and this links in. I went to Put-in Bay and I saw the battle at Put-in Bay for the Colonial of the War of 1812, which then this leads directly, that battle leads directly into this battle, so they actually moved up across the lake, up the Thames River, until they got to Moraviantown. Moraviantown. Please correct me if I'm saying that wrong. And so that's where they had this sort of like big battle. It says on here that the British had a cannon, but I would question that personally, just because, like, you know, it's not really, you know,
Yes, sir.
realistic that they would. These guys are just backed into a corner, like, and those guys are gonna form up and crawl. These guys are just gonna kind of fall back, and they're gonna start taking shots. Oh, two went down. Third one's, yep, I was about to say the third one should be dead. That guy's the officer,
Got it, sir.
and he's Officer Diego Miller, and he's just running. He's just like, I don't want to be. Oh, oh God, oh God, the mod. The mod is. All right, that's the end of that battle. The mod was spazzing out on me. So anyway, guys, I guess I'm done for this video. Sorry it took longer than expected, but I was actually really kind of cutting it short, but it's going to 11 minutes now. So I'm gonna shut up now and end the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.